Hey guys, Dave Blaney here. Welcome to Tommy Baldwin Racing. Thanks for all your support through the last year, and had some questions here lately. I wanted to get through some of them. My expectations on this year, on my new teammates. We have a lot of expectations actually, and it's a little mixed up right now. But you know, this whole thing with Danica Patrick's team or Danica running for Tommy some, it's really a good thing in the big picture, in the big scheme of things. It's going to make Tommy's team way stronger. So everybody's all for it. It's I think honestly it was in the works for a long time, and you know, everybody's thought it's the way to go for us in every phase of our race team, and you know, it'll be exciting having Danica as a teammate, having David Rudeman. You know, I've known David for a long time. His family is about like mine as far as his dad raced, and he's got brothers, uncles, everybody races, and he's a fun guy to be around. Am I worried about qualifying for races again? Not having points, or excited to do it with improved equipment? Both. Yeah, it's always a worry when you don't have any points going into a race. Have to qualify on speed, but our equipment is a lot better than it, well, say the beginning of last year. We've up through the whole season last year. We upgraded a lot, I thought, on on the chassis, on bodies, and with help from the RCR team and engines as well, actually. So a lot better stuff going into this year. But now everybody else got better stuff too. But I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm always confident we can go in and qualify. Talk about how much we'll miss Philippe, and what does the sponsor schedule look like, or the prospects look for running a full season. Yeah, we're going to miss Philippe a bunch. Man, I wish him good luck over there with Michael and Annette. And he's been a good friend for a long time, and really good with the race cars, and I always liked having him around. And you know, we'll just go forward. We'll be fine, and hopefully we get to race the majority of the races, if not all of them, right now. It's like I said, everything's a little bit up in the air, but my expectation is to race the majority, if not all. But we'll see. If I owned the team, what would I change? I would change the owner immediately. I don't think I would own one. I shouldn't say that. I own Ryan's little K&N team, but that's about 2 people, and you got to have respect for guys that own these cup teams, whether it's a team the size of Tommy's with 15 people working maybe, or 115 or 215. It's a big undertaking, a lot of personnel issues and people issues, and no different than any other business, but hard job. I wouldn't want it. About Daytona. How do we like the larger restrictor plates, the new rule package? I thought it's going to be exciting. You know, the test speeds were way up compared to what we've been running the last 3 or 4 years. They were way up in single car runs, way up in the draft, and we didn't do any drafting at the test just to kind of save our car. But when they started drafting, running over 200 in the draft, I jumped up on top of the trailer just to watch. I'm not sure we'll run that fast. Go back racing, but. Spoilers were small, restrictor plates were bigger, more speeds, but ultimately, hopefully that ends up making a good race out of it, competitive. Probably won't see the the tandem 2-car drafting like you have in the past, little bits, but instead of 90% of the race that way, it might be 10%. So that's an okay thing. I think all the drivers are thinking that's okay. Oh, fuel injection over carburetors. So far, there's not a big difference. Daytona's a place where you just run wide open, flat on the floor all the way around, so you can't really tell much on how it accelerates, decelerates, things like that. So when we go testing here coming up, or the first race or two at Richmond, California, or Phoenix, I mean, we'll be able to tell what goes on with it. I don't expect hardly any changes. I think the engine guys have it worked out, where you'll see a smoother running engine, better fuel mileage, just friendlier all the way around. So I think it'll be easier, if anything. open wheel cars this year. Yeah, I hope to run several sprint car races this year. I've got the races at Volusia County. When we're in Daytona, I'm going to run 5 nights, I think. And I'm hoping to run as much as I can through the summer, probably June, July, maybe some of August, to get a bunch of midweek racing in and get back doing that as much as I can. And we do have for sure the Lou Blaney night again at Sharon, which is, I believe, July 10th. And Tony Stewart, Casey Kane are coming again, and working on some other guys. So that'll be a fun night. Always have a good time with that. And I should make Danica come to that. That's when I should twist her arm on that one. Any chance me jumping into the Nationwide car? Probably not. Only thing that would happen there is Brian would make me look bad. So not seeing it. The Prelude I am going to go to. Planning on, I missed it last year. I was planning on it, had a really good car. Maybe the week before the race, I hurt my back really bad. And being as I'm so old, it took a long time to get better. And I had to skip it, but I'll for sure be there this year. Oh, a couple about Ryan. Do I think I'll get to compete with him in a NASCAR race? Who knows? I really don't have... I don't know how I feel about that one. I'll enjoy just watching him just fine. It would be fun to do it a couple times. I never have raced with him in anything. Never raced the super late models. But that's uncommon. Actually, with my dad and I, we raced for a long time, but never raced against each other. I bet 3 or 4 times over the course of 15 years. So it wasn't something we did. I don't know why, but we never did it. And Ryan going forward in 2013 with TBR or whatever. Yeah, hopefully we got to get through 2012 with Ryan. They're working hard here, Tommy and everybody. We've got some really good equipment for them. Really concentrating on those 6 races to run well. Get them experience and run well, and who knows what happens after that. We'll try to take care of this year. That's all I've got. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at the races.